actually have it as a tradition to visit you, that's my Lordship, at the end of every year, basically to pay our homage and then to also share some of our activities during the year with his Lordship. But this year it's coming with maybe some addition. Because I was here like last week and we did talk about our end of day Thanksgiving Mass and then the dinner in honor of Sir Emeduru for his sonship elevation. And we are going to also be giving awards to some of our distinguished brothers over the years. We have some people who are almost 40 years in the order and we felt it is necessary that we recognize them. So there will be an award and there will also be recognition of his SCLship. So that's for this year. So my Lord, we just summarize our activities for the year in that. So that's your copy. Of course, it's self-explanatory. The spiritual activities for the year, we have our Lenten retreat, we had our Advent retreat, and then we had the Father Ojefua lecture, which was also a spiritual program. We had the Mulumba Day, which we usually do the novena to the St. Charles Lwanga and Companion every 3rd of June. We also had that spiritual exercise. And then the LSM introduced a chain prayer that they usually do this year. For admission into the order, which is expansion, we had new brothers, 5, and new 5 sisters. They were initiated in Zaria, I think February this year. 16th. February this year. Now our number strength, we have 42 brothers and 42 sisters. And then widows among us is 5, widowers among us is 5 as well. Then, of course, we embark on charities. We reach out to the seminarians, the Marian children, the prisons, the orphanage. Of course, we partake in Catechicum, St. Vincent de Paul, and we also reach out amongst ourselves, the widows and widowers amongst us. During the year, my Lordship, 4 members forfeited their membership. We actually gave them a letter of forfeiture of membership.
What does that mean?
That means they are no more members of Knights of St. Mulumba. Reason being that they've been out of Kano for more than 5, 6 years.
Out of Kano?
Yes.
Or out of the knighthood?
They were out of Kano. They were supposed to ordinarily take their transfer, but they decided to retain their membership in Kano. And we have a constitution that guides us. If you are retaining your membership, apart from attendance of meetings, there's also financial obligations. So they didn't meet up with all these obligations in the last 5 years. And we've been carrying their burden, paying to the Supreme, paying to the Metro. And we did series of letters to them, but it wasn't forthcoming. So we had to do them later for future membership, which is what our constitution states clearly. During the year, we attended 4 Metro meetings, that's provincial meetings. And then we had 1 Supreme Convention, which is the one I just came back from in Calabar. Of course, we partake in the some functions, ordinations, Christ the King procession, practicum, and then we also partake in there's an issue now. The Bishop of Castina is insisting that we have Knights of St. Mulumba in Castina. We have brothers from Castina who attend our meeting. They come from. The number isn't much. No, they were in Sokoto. Sokoto is part of our province.
Yes.
So the province here, we should take care of them. We have people coming from Jigawa before us.
What's the distance between Sokoto and Katsina or what?
I think Katsina is closer to Kano than Sokoto. From Katsina to Sokoto is more. Okay. But at the moment, it is even a bit soft for us because Zaria is handling, there's Mulumfashi. Mulumfashi have a lot of number. Yes, so Zaria is that axis, Funtua, Mulumfashi, and Castina inclusive. So the MGK with some team of members in, of course, one of us is part of that team, Sir Henry Loco. is part of the team, trying to organize them to see that they can establish their own sub-council. Of course, they cannot establish because they wouldn't have the requirement, third, second degree. So they will start with having meetings outside their zone before they are given a charter to create their own sub-council. But it's a work in progress.
It's a Mulumba. What of Funtua?
Yes, it covers that axis.
Funtua is part of Katsina.
Yes, Funtua, Mulumba, Kastina. Yes, those are the areas where, and we, of course, we are mandated by the province to be part of the Kastina installation, bishop installation. Then on the third one, we lost a sister during the year, Sister Antonia Okudo. She worships with Lady of Fatima, so we lost a member. Then during the year, 7 brothers and sisters were elevated to several degrees in the order. Then 2 widows, that's 2 sisters, were also elevated to the next rank. Then expansion. We used to have 4 zones before now. The 4 zones were BUK, Sabungeri, Nasarawa, and Duse. But for some reasons, the BUK, of course, my lord, you are aware, after the incidents in BUK, most of our members there have left. So, but we had to create 2 new zones, which is Jaba zone and Yankaba zone. So now we have 4 zones, back to 4 zones in the sub-council. There are different zones, 4 of them now. So it's a new created zones. Then, of course, during the year, we also had a dinner which he graced the occasion, my lord, in honor of Sir Steve Adehi's 60th birthday. And our Metro Grand Knight was also present at that event. During the year, 3 erring brothers were disciplined. But with the intervention of the worthy chaplain, Father Emmanuel Ebeha, the disciplinary actions were reversed. He appealed on their behalf, and of course, he is your representative to us, and we cannot say no to him. So we had to reverse those disciplinary measures. We also organized the seminar. The Metro organized some seminars for some officers, the physicians, the financial, the secretaries. There were trainings that were organized for them. Then on the last page here, we have some of our expenditures. Of course, we remit money to the Supreme. So during the year, what we remitted to the Supreme is about 953,600. Then of course, we do donations, we do charity, we reach out to priests, we reach out to reverend sisters. We also reach out to orphanages, prisons, and then St. Vincent de Paul. That in total amount to about 4.9 million during the year. Then of course, we supported our sick brothers. As you know, my lord, Samaka Sobi has been down. We supported him and some of the brothers who were down as well with our 2.5 million. Then our sisters too who were down, we also supported them. And then, of course, you know our hall. You have been hearing us that we have not finished the hall. So during the year, we organized the fundraise, and we were able to raise in the tune of about 10 million. Work, as we speak now, work is ongoing in the hall. Work is ongoing. Then, of course, you know, my lord, there were vandalization and attack to the hall through the back gates during the year. That really drew us back, really. If not for that incident, by now I think the hall would be calling you to just commission the hall itself. Then, on a very interesting and happy note, we had the YSM inaugurated, the YSM chapter inaugurated during this year. So this year has been, to the glory of God, successful. So the YSM chapter is in Kano now. Then, of course, my lord, when we went to Calabar for this convention, my Lord, the bishop presented to us 14 Catholic priests of his diocese that are Knights of St. Mulumba. We are lagging behind in the train, my Lord. A lot of dioceses now are beginning to bring some priests into the KSM. We have said this on the private show, but today that we are making this official visit, I have 3 names proposed here. Of course, I have not discussed with any of them because the procedure is that the bishop has to agree. If the bishop does not agree, we can't do anything. So, but these 3 names, they are before you, my Lord. So we will be waiting for your kind response. Why are you people laughing? We will be waiting for your kind response, my Lord. And then we are expecting a initiation in February. That's the next initiation. It will be in February. So if we have your kind permission, we can proceed with the initiation processes. Then on a final note, my Lord, I want to thank you specially. Our chaplain told me that you graciously requested that we present 2 names to you for Eucharistic ministers. And one of them is here. Rabena, can you stand up? Rabena Ugodobri. Yeah, he's one of them that we nominated. Then from the LSM part, can you just speak on your behalf?
My Lord Bishop, Past Christy, Jesus Triumphant. The sister I nominated is Sister Beatrice Osimiri. Unfortunately, she's not here, but I think she will be around over the weekend. Thank you, my Bishop.
This one I want to mention, I didn't put it there, but I just want to mention it on the sideline. At the Calabar Convention, the baton for the next hosting of the Supreme Convention was handed over to the MGK of Kaduna Metro. So it is Kaduna that will be hosting the next national convention, which will usually be at the end of November, that is 2025, ending of November. When the MGK was here, you know, he came for Sir Steve Adeyi's 60th birthday. He was here. You know him, is your townsman. We had a private dinner for him at Chinese restaurant. And at that dinner, I actually broke the news to him that we would not mind hosting that convention. I took him by shock anyway. We've been having conversations and he's in tune. But you know, my Lord, is a politicking thing. I know you might not have a role to play. But like for instance, Calabar province, what they do is every 9 years. We did it in Calabar. The last one was in Uyo. Then the other one was in Port Harcourt. So they rotate Uyo, Port Harcourt, and Calabar. Now, Kaduna have had it 9 years ago. And 18 years ago, they had it in Sokoto. So Kano have not had it. But however, so many politicking is going on the ground. We are lobbying on a very quiet note because the MGK has the right to say this is where I want to do it. But we are lobbying and we pray if we succeed. Of course, it's a huge event. We are expecting a delegate of over 500 persons. The Wadi Supreme Knight will be here. And then, of course, the provincial bishops are expected to also be here. So it's a big event. We are lobbying. If it comes, fine. If it doesn't, we are loyal to the MGK. But we are lobbying on it.
But who is contesting against you?
Kaduna want to host it. That's it.
Kaduna has already done it. Sokoto has already done it.
We should be next.
And
those axes, which would be a no-go area for the Eastern Brothers because of.
Wait, they are not contesting against you.
No. Christmas homage.
You didn't put your check in the
Treasurer, why? That one is addressed.
It's addressed.
What kind of
Treasurer,
I want me to borrow you.
No, the treasurer, sorry. You know, we're supposed to do introduction when we came in. But all of us, of course, we have done introduction before now. He is the only one. He is the acting.
That was what I was asking.
Yeah, he is the acting treasurer. Our treasurer actually is in Canada. He went for his study leave.
Okay.
And Stanley Inyama is in Canada. So he's acting treasurer. Stanley Inyama.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's in Canada. So this is the acting treasurer. So he didn't know the procedure. You are supposed to put it in
Okay. I can take it like that since it is money.
Thank you, my Lord. Thank you, my Lord.
Okay, thank you.
This one requires offering of